Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Pint Bros. I'm your host Robert, and on a journey of visiting every brewery in Southern California, we're out here in the city of Signal Hill checking out 10 Mile Brewing. Let's go check them out. All right, guys, I am joined here today with Jesse, the co-owner and head brewer of 10 Mile Brewing. Jesse, thanks for having us out here.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, glad we can make it work.
Yeah, for sure. You know, it's funny, I actually ran into your other facility.
Oh, the Ladera Ranch location?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's blocks away from my job.
Oh, no.
And it tends to be a place now where we happy hour frequently.
Nice. Very cool.
So it's pretty
That's
cool.
fun.
You know, how long has 10 Mile existed specifically here in Signal Hill?
Yeah, so September 16th is our technical anniversary day. We usually celebrate a couple weeks afterwards during Oktoberfest, and we'll do like a whole big giant shindig, and yeah, it's awesome. But we opened up in 2017 in this location. And then about a year later, we opened up another location in the Steelcraft Bellflower, and we closed that last year and opened up the Ladera Ranch location, which on June 1st will be our 1 year anniversary down there.
Yeah. So is it technically Long Beach or Signal Hill?
So it's technically Signal Hill.
Okay.
Right across the street is Long Beach.
Who came up with the name 10 Mile?
Yeah, so that was it was kind of a family thing. We've had a cabin up in the Sierra Nevadas at a place called Hume Lake for the last, I think it's like 5 generations now. My great-grandparents, grandparents, parents, my siblings, and now our kids. The main tributary that feeds that lake is called 10 Mile Creek. And it was a very big family spot for us. When we'd go up during the summer, a lot of people would be coming up from Fresno and from the surrounding areas to come and hang out on the lake. And it was just too busy, and we just didn't want to deal with that. So we'd go out to the creek and find a secluded spot. So yeah, it's a really big family spot for us. So it might have even been my grandma that threw it out. I don't actually remember who threw it out first, but it was immediate, like, oh my gosh, we got cool. That's it.
That's cool. I like that. I like the backstories. It's always interesting to learn. What made you guys choose particularly this part of town?
Yeah, so we wanted somewhere relatively close to where we live. So we live over in Lakewood. We knew we were going to be coming back and forth a whole ton and didn't want to travel super far. This particular location kind of fell into our laps. We were looking at another location, and we were like kind of starting to move forward with it. And my brother-in-law at the time was a detective for Signal Hill PD.
Oh, okay.
And came by, saw the door open, and started talking to the landlord. And he's like, I was going to knock the wall down and put a go-kart track in here, but we're like, that sounds awesome.
That's fun, yeah.
He was interested in our idea, and we met with him. He's like, this sounds awesome, go for it.
That's awesome. That's
cool. So we started looking at it, and I was like, well, we could do some pretty cool stuff in here.
Yeah, for sure. That's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, it's a really cool footprint, and you have a lot of space to work with, which is cool. All right, so currently, how many beers would you say you brew?
So the way that we typically run things is we have like 8 to 10 flagships. The only beer that's a genuine flagship is the blonde. Everything else, while it comes back regularly, it tends to kind of go away for a minute and then come back. But we try to keep on anywhere from like 15 to 17 different styles on at one time. I think we're at 15 or 16 right now.
When it comes to the style of beers that you make, is it personal preference, or is it something that, hey, you hear customers asking for?
My early slogan was, or I'm going to make what I want to drink and you're going to like it. And it worked for a while.
Yeah.
Definitely there is the customer feedback, people who are saying, hey, I've been trying this, this style from a few different places. I'd love to see you try it and see like your take on it. And there's a massive part of the community that they're trend chasers. Hazy IPAs hit, and it was like, oh, I only drink hazy IPAs. I was like, wait a minute, last week you only drank pastry stouts. Like, which one is it?
Yeah.
I've kind of been shown by some close buddies in the area, mainly the ambitious guys, that you can actually do it quite beautifully and do it correctly, and I was like, all right. Yeah. So they've actually been helping me a lot with my version.
It is totally something where, especially hazies, it is a very lazy way of like, okay, I'm gonna cover up my mistakes by just adding more hops and just throwing in everything so that you could get that really pungent taste that kind of tries to cover everything up.
Yeah.
I like your approach to it because, I do know for a fact that there are some lazy ones.
Yeah.
And then there's others that take, the passion of doing it right and making sure that they produce something well.
Yep.
So, that's awesome. When it comes to the naming of your beers,
that is quite possibly my most hated part of this job is naming these flipping beers.
Really?
I hate it. Yeah, I absolutely hate it because I don't care about the name. Like I care about the product.
Taste, yes.
Yeah. So now and again we've come up with some pretty good ones, and then other ones you're just like, I don't know, ask ChatGPT to give me some names and just pick the first one that sounds fun,
Yeah. No, I use that tool very much. It's a lifesaver, so I could totally see that. All right, Jesse, so right now, what does your brew house consist of?
Yeah, so we've got a 10 barrel, they call it a combi system or like a pub system. I really wanted to do the 3 vessel, but we just did not have the space. So the way that ours is set up is that our hot liquor tank and our mash tun are stacked on top of each other. And then we have the separate boil kettle. From there, I've got, 6 20 barrel fermenters, 2 10 barrel fermenters, a 20 barrel bright tank, and 2 30 barrel bright tanks. Okay. The 2 10s and then the 2 30s were the ones that we added in a little bit later when we started doing more expansions. And the 10s actually are some of my favorites because, again, I do a lot of weird beers that I definitely don't want to brew 20 barrels.
Exactly. So it's a nice way to experiment.
Yeah. It's good for doing smaller runs.
That's cool.
So we got those, and then in our Coldham we actually have 3 7 barrel serving tanks, which makes it really nice for our high volume movers.
Sure.
So.
That's great.
Yeah, there's sometimes that they got to switch the same keg a few times, and that alleviates that.
No, I like that. Yeah. That's cool. Knowing how many pieces you need to build, like how far out were you thinking?
Yeah. So originally we were going to do a 5 barrel system, and then we had a few brewer buddies go, no, do not do a 5 barrel, minimum like 7 barrel. They're like, okay, we'll do the 7 barrel. And then we started looking and it was like, well, the 10 barrel is not that much more. So we ended up jumping to do the 10 barrel. And so we knew we were going to be adding in more tanks, but we definitely undershot how many more we were going to be adding in. So yeah, I've actually got the glycol system that comes over to the 10 barrels are like totally jury rigged from like pulling off other drops, and it's a whole weird setup, but it works.
You made it work, right? No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, this lovely thing then comes to the beers.
Yeah.
And right now, you said you currently have about 15 beers.
Yeah, I think we might be filled out right now.
Oh.
15 to 16, something like that.
Very cool. Well, what are you saying we try 3 of your top beers?
Beautiful. Yeah. We'll do. I mean, our best seller by far is the blonde. So we'll pour a little bit of that. One of my personal favorites that's up right now is the Plethora Pinatas, the amber Mexican lager. And we were talking about it earlier, so maybe we'll pull a little bit of the hazy. And
then I see your Kentucky actually won an award.
Yeah. So that recently took a gold at the California Craft Brewers Cup, or Brewers Cup of California. They changed the name a while back, and I always forget which one's which. So yeah, that one took a gold for us, and then the Koji, the Japanese rice lager, that took a silver for us.
That's awesome.
So that was exciting.
That's cool.
Yeah. Funny enough, the Hidden Hollow is our most award-winning beer, but this is the first time it's never not gotten a bronze.
Really?
We did the numbers, and we had about 15 bronze medals for that beer, but it was never more and never less.
That's awesome. Well,
perfect. Let's try them out.
All right, so now comes the fun part, the tasting. So we have 3 of your beers here. Let's start with the first one, talk about it. What do you have here?
Yeah, so this one's our Maggie May Blonde Ale. This was named after our old Yellow Lab, Maggie. Yeah, and this one's really interesting. It's gone through a lot of variations from the original recipe. In all honesty, it's actually leaning more towards a Kolsch style rather than like a traditional like American blonde. Okay. But we still kind of keep some of those original flavors in it. But yeah, it's this is your everyday, all day crusher type beer.
I like that.
Light, nice maltiness to it. Touch of hops, not very much, but then you get also a little bit of yeast expression during through fermentation. But yeah, this has become one of our favorites and by far our biggest seller.
Really?
Yeah,
awesome. I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, man.
Cheers. Oh, that's fun.
Yep. All day, all day, easy.
All day, any time of the day. And I love how crisp it is. It's really, really crispy on your tongue.
Yeah, you can achieve that through various methods, but the thing that I have been learning most recently that is one of the most important factors across all beer styles is pH. You have a pH that's too high, and it's just going to kind of be not muddy, but muddled, and just there's no life to it. Too low, and it's goes too sour, and I
love it, and it's super clean.
Thank you.
Very, very.
Thank you.
Crushable. What do we have here for your second one?
Yeah, so the next one is this is actually a seasonal one that we do. I'd love to keep doing it, but I have way too many other beers that I do throughout the year. But this is our Plethora of Pinatas, which is a movie reference. Okay. Only a handful of people have ever gotten it.
Did you say I have a plethora of piñatas? A what?
This is going to be, it's going to be a little bit lighter, but it's going to be reminiscent of more of like a Modelo Negro. Those darker, deeper flavors, but still that really bright, easy drinking Mexican lager.
I like that.
This is one of my favorites of the year, and yeah, we're really excited with this one.
Sweet.
So yeah, cheers.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah, you get those darker, caramely, like not quite dark fruit, but
there's a maltiness to it that's really nice.
Deeper, and then
and it does give me total vibes of Modelo Negro.
Yeah,
Like,
so you get a little bit of that corn sweetness on the back end of it. Yeah, really like that one.
it's really nice and clean. I love the color. All right, last but not least.
Yeah, the my redheaded stepchild. So yeah, like I said earlier, I was not into hazies. I was not excited to brew them. I didn't brew them for a long time until my family, who are the other owners, eventually came together and forced me to do it. I said, okay, but I'm going to name this one. It's the only name I'm truly, genuinely proud of. And we call it obligatory.
Obligatory.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's gotten to a point where I am actually much more excited about it. And few of my brewery buddies were shocked because when they came by, I said, oh, give the hazy a try.
And they're like,
And they're just like, what's that? Did you fall? Like, did you hit your head or something? And do you know where you are?
yeah, they were surprised that you actually finally made one.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So,
Well, let's
yeah, so this is our hazy IPA, Citra Mosaic and 586.
Love it.
Cheers.
Try it out. I like that.
It's that big punch right off the bat, but you don't get the burn, like the hop burn that you get in so many.
Yeah, you have your citrus. It's very aromatic, especially. You have, sort of a grapefruity kind of a vibe to it, but then it also kind of changes to like different types of citrus kind of flavors. Like it kind of tastes maybe some orange, some tangerine kind of vibes.
Yeah.
But it's really nice. I like it.
Thank you.
And it covers the tongue really well. It's silky as well.
But then goes away. Yeah, it doesn't linger
Yeah, it doesn't
for a
linger.
long.
It does kind of like wash away pretty quick from your mouth. Jesse, thanks for having us, man.
My pleasure.
These beers have been awesome.
Thank you.
And this place is pretty cool.
Thanks, man.
So you guys have to come and check it out here in the city of Signal Hill, across the street from Long Beach. Come and check out 10 Mile Brewing. Thanks again, man.
Thank you.
Awesome.